What's going on, you guys? You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring America's test kitchen home on a budget. If there's one thing I stress to you guys more than anything else when you're tackling a big project, you plan ahead. You take notes. You do your research. You gather whatever materials you'll need for the project a few days of or the day before, so that the rest of the project goes as smooth as silk. That goes the same in the kitchen when you're cooking. You want to gather all of your ingredients and equipment you'll need ready ahead of time so that the cooking will be seamless. That's just one strategy offered in this, the Make Ahead Cook. More than 150 kitchen-tested recipes you can prepare on your schedule tonight, from freezer dinners to slow cooker favorites. The name alone, America's Test Kitchen, stands for quality around these parts. Recipes that work. I got this for $3.99 and for 50% off. Retail price, $26.95 US. We're going to be highlighting each cover recipe from the cover here, from each of the 8 sections. Before you get to the recipes, you need to learn a little bit more about making food ahead of time. It has a great guide that begins this book after the preface by Christopher Kimball, Bowtie Guide. The Test Kitchen's favorite tips, tricks, and practices for make-ahead cooking, their favorite equipment for storing food, and their favorite discoveries that they learned along the way to save food fresher longer. Plus, a guide about getting to know your refrigerator and which food can be stored for up to which temperature for which amount of days, yielding the finest results when you make your food ahead of time. So, for a prep ahead, ready to cook meals, here is 1 pan roast chicken with root vegetables. Each recipe gives you directions for how to store it, how to prep it, and how to finish and serve it when you're ready to do so. And of course, with every America's Test Kitchen cookbook recipe, there is the Why This Recipe Works section explaining, how the Test Kitchen developed this recipe and the results that came out of it, what steps they took to ensure that the preparation of the recipe is foolproof, practical, and the final result being supremely flavorful. For make-ahead stews and braises, reheat and eat, here is classic beef pot roast. You'll find little tips like this scattered throughout the book as well, like tying a pot roast. For bake and serve oven-ready casseroles, we have roasted zucchini and eggplant lasagna. There are a lot of good sidebars of tips and tricks and information, not just in the beginning, but scattered all throughout this cookbook. From fridge to table, ready to serve entrees, here is Moroccan chicken salad with apricots and almonds. By the way, there is a photograph for almost every recipe in this cookbook, along with photographs for the preparation of the recipes in key steps. Here's one I think you'll like a lot. Shop smart. 1 grocery bag makes 3 dinners. That's 15 items in a grocery bag, yielding 3 different dishes. Like this. Lemon and herb cod fillets with crispy garlic potatoes. That's right here. This is the menu. That's dinner number 1. Dinner number 2, we have sirloin steak with boursin mashed potatoes, or boursin. Yeah, boursin. And for dinner number 3, we have creamy penne with asparagus and peas. Again, 1 grocery bag with 15 ingredients, and it also includes checking the pantry for some staples you might have already, equaling up to 3 separate meals. We're going to be highlighting in its entirety the Sunday Cook, big roasts plus creative second meals using the leftovers from those roasts. There are 6 recipes in here, 6 recipe groups, and that totals up to, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 recipes. So if you want to get a head start on getting Sunday dinner ready, you might as well get started on it today, on Saturday. Here it is. 2 roast chickens with roasted garlic and herb jus. Part of the menu right here. This is the big roast. The second meal, 1 of 2, right here. Chicken and bread salad with hazelnuts and roasted garlic, or penne with Tuscan chicken. Turkey breast en cocotte with pan gravy, that's the roast. For the second meal, you have the option of choosing Thai-style turkey and jasmine rice soup, or turkey and green chili enchiladas. The big roast for this is slow roasted pork and peach sauce. Second meal, pork fried rice or pork ragu with easy polenta. Slow roasted beef with horseradish sauce, that's the big roast here. For the second meal, you can choose beef and vegetable fajitas or Vietnamese rice noodle soup with beef. The test kitchen is as diverse as I am when it comes to mispronunciations. Pot roast in foil. That's the big roast. You can do the classic beef pot roast, I assume, to substitute. The second meal would be rigatoni with beef ragu or hearty beef and barley soup. Here's the roast butterfly leg of lamb with coriander, cumin, and mustard seeds. That's the big roast. The second meal can be either lamb shawarma or Greek salad with lamb. I don't know about you, but I'm eyeing the Greek salad. I mean, the test kitchen will give a whole new meaning to your big fat Greek salad if you try this approach. Here we have easy slow cooker favorites. Come home to dinner. By the way, they have a slow cooker cookbook, Slow Cooker Revolution, and we did a video for that with an introduction by Test Kitchen's executive editor of Testings and Tastings, Lisa McManus. I'll link that below. It'll also be promoted in the end card footage. Slow cooker Asian braised beef short ribs. And finally, stock the freezer for your big batch suppers. Meat hand pies. Another name for this would be Cornish pasties. No stress dinners for the time-pressed cook. What kind of cook are you? Do you like to cook all weekend just to stock your freezer? Do you like to prep Tuesday's dinner on Monday night? Will you follow an easy shopping and prep plan that yields 3 great weeknight dinners? Or would you rather do a little prep in the morning, turn on your slow cooker, and have dinner waiting for you when you hit the door? While most make-ahead cookbooks focus only on stocking your freezer, this book takes a new approach with 8 creative strategies that show you how little advanced work can reap huge benefits. You pick the lane, we've done all the planning for you, leaving nothing to chance. For all of you that have make-ahead cooking in your future, this is an indispensable guide that you just have to own. However, this particular copy has some wear to it. As you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not, but right here at the bottom right corner of the cover, and on some portions of the cover here on the top, are bent. And I don't know if you can see the texture here, but I can certainly feel it. This must be the remnant of a liquid spill. So I gotta ding them a little bit for the condition of the cover and the book. The first few pages, by the way, the entire book is not affected. 4.5 out of 5 claps for this copy of America's Test Kitchen's The Make-Ahead Cook. Like I said, the name here at TSR means quality. ATK and TSR forever. Thanks for watching. That's the Thrift Store Rundown. Bleeding America's Test Kitchen. Home on a budget.